Hello. So my name is Mareka, and it's me here with Spirit Source Pinnacle. And today we're going to talk about what the hell does forgiveness actually mean and how to make it work for you. Whether it's a traumatic person or situation that has happened in the past, whether you're seeing that person now or you just feel like you're reliving the same life every day, I want to help you with energy healing techniques, what it means, as well as how to move forward. So, what does forgiveness mean? There are a lot of definitions out there, and I would argue that a lot of the definitions are the reason why it's really hard for people to do so. So, forgiveness of a traumatic person or situation means that you don't feel that same situation every day. So, let's say you were in a relationship with someone and you used to be in a relationship with a narcissist, but now you're in a relationship with someone who is nice but has narcissistic tendencies. And sometimes you tend to go off on them. Why? That's because you haven't forgiven the person that hurt you in the past. Not saying that the person now is completely right, but if you're getting triggered by something that's not happening right now, most likely you feel like you're experiencing the bad thing all the time, even though it's not happening to you. People that have really bad sexual trauma, especially young, this happens a lot. They just feel like they're reliving their abuse every single day. So part of that forgiveness is not reliving it every single day. The second thing it means for forgiveness is to use the lesson of the situation without being attached to it. Now, what does that mean? That means that if something happened in the past and there were signals that pointed you maybe in another direction but you didn't go, you can accept that that's what happened, but you'll do better next time. I know that's easier said than done. What I mean by without attachment, meaning that you don't carry a chip on your shoulder about what happened. It's one thing to have what happened to you like be motivating you or something like that or inspiring you, but it is another thing completely to have a chip on your shoulder because of a lesson that you learned. So, forgiveness means no longer having that chip. You can learn without like having repressed emotion around the wound. So, the last thing forgiveness means is inspiration to make your life better. That means that if you're in a really bad situation or you're with someone that has abused you in the past, you will have inspiration on how to get out of that situation. Like forgiveness is like clears your energy in a way that doors literally will open. When those doors open energetically, your mind opens. So if you're in a situation with an abuser, or if you feel like you can't let go of some trauma that happened when you were really young, once you let that go, you will have inspiration on how to make your life better and continuously have compassion but also discernment. So like when you forgive, your whole world opens up and you stop viewing your world through a keyhole. Because so oftentimes when bad things happen, we like shut down and our world becomes so small. So forgiveness means that you open up your world to become so much bigger so you can open your mind and get out of any bad situations that you may be in. So why is forgiveness important now that we've discussed what it is? It is the only true way to understand the power of choice. If you don't forgive something that happened in the past, you will feel like you are under it or feel like you're a victim of it. So many people, like, they grew up in horrible situations regarding money and they were struggling. When they get older and they have choices, so many times they make the same bad choices and they sit up here and be like, what happened? What happened? What happened? Because they're not understanding their power in the situation. So forgiveness will give you power to make better choices. Because I was just talking in a session to a guy the other day. I probably mentioned it in another video. He was saying he just didn't know why his finances were so bad. But the more we did the healing session, I talked with him, he understood that there were, even though he didn't realize it because he became so unconscious, there were little choices that he was making that was keeping him in the same situation. And he had to accept responsibility for that, but he also realized that he had the power to change it. So Second reason why forgiveness of a person or situation is important is you'll be able to experience the beauty in everyday life. A lot of my clients, as well as different people I see, when they have really bad situations that they just can't forgive and let go, it's like the whole world has a film on it. It's like even good things, they don't feel alive. They don't feel enamored by it. The things they enjoy, they just hate. They either hate them or they just feel completely numb. And if you forgive, the small things in life will become beautiful. And I mean anywhere. This goes across the board, because even if you are having a bad life, you can't deny that life is still beautiful. You can't. Because it's just not possible. You would say that if, okay, my life is like this, and then someone says, well, would you rather die? You say no. Why? Because life is beautiful no matter what's going on. And once you see that beauty in everyday life, you know how to create more of it instead of things you don't like. But that's another video. So, yeah, the second reason why you get to experience the beauty of everyday life with forgiveness. The third reason why you need to have forgiveness of a person or situation is you'll be able to judge things correctly. You will be able to finally make decisions that you actually agree with. As a recovering people pleaser and perfectionist, I can tell you that forgiveness will help you so much to judge people, situations correctly so you can make the right choices. Because I had to accept, and so many other people, especially empaths, have to accept that we have put ourselves in a submissive role. Now, this is hard at first because we know all the pain that's been going, and then someone says, oh, it's your fault, and you're like, ah! That if you forgive what happened as well as yourself, you'll be able to make better choices. Like, you won't feel like everyone is always doing something to you. And I know that goes back to your power, but this is slightly different because this is a perceptive role. So this is your logic. So like, you'll be able to judge correctly and balance your emotions with what happened last time. Because think about it, in a relationship or something like that, if you had a narcissistic boyfriend in the past, and you are talking to someone who displays those tendencies, your logical mind would be like, uh-oh, red flag, hell no. But your emotions might be attracted to him. But if you balance them together, you'll be able to say, no, this is almost a pattern. I'm entering into the same situation. So that's why forgiveness is so important. You'll be able to judge people's situations correctly and use your mind right. So how do you do this? The way I've done it, and so many people have done it with my clients, is that you develop a routine of emotional and physical care. Yes, I said physical. That means physical activity. It doesn't mean necessarily traditional exercise, but physical activity. So why? As I've talked about on this channel, as well as in my Facebook group, which is completely free, you can join below, and we can, of course, I can just give you value and we can work together and grow together. But anyway, your body is in your spirit. That is why there is a such thing as sacred dances. There are sacred rituals, all those types of things. Because your body is in your spirit. And when you do physical activity, you actually help your overall being, like your emotions, your spirit, your logic is all benefited by physical activity. And when you combine physical activity and emotions together, you are able to get over things so much faster. Why do you think so many people, when they lose weight, their entire mind changes? Because your body is in your spirit. So the way you do forgiveness, so it's lasting and permanent. And so you don't have these underlying issues and you feel like you're never really moving forward. First off, be patient no matter what. But second, develop a routine of physical exercise and emotional care and have them overlap. So it's lasting results. So I have a small exercise that will really help with that. So in Qigong, they have something called the four gates. So the gates are, I'm making sure. One of the gates is the top of your head, but also the gates are the bottoms of your feet. So, not only spiritually does that connect with the energy of the earth and ground your physical body, which is of the earth, it also helps with the negative ions. So, that means the cells of your body and the electric field around your body will literally benefit from you massaging the bottoms of your feet and massaging your scalp. Also, a really good one is massaging your hands, and I mean all the way down like this. So in total, the exercises massage the top of your head, the bottoms of your feet, and either hand for around 1 to 2 minutes. Now you can do this as many times a day as you want, but you can just start with one if that works for you. Actually, no, I'd say two. The reason why I say two is because we can get very tense unconsciously, especially if we have things that we have not forgiven. We unconsciously densify our body all the time. So I'd say do this massage at least twice a day, but you can do it for more than that. So I hope this resonated and you can move forward knowing what forgiveness means and why you should develop a routine to do that. And just to cover what forgiveness means is to not feel like you experience your bad situation or trauma every day. It's to use the lesson and not the attachment or chip on your shoulder. And third, having constant inspiration on how to make your life better and not viewing it through a keyhole. So thank you so much. If this resonated with you, if this helped you, feel free to go ahead and comment below. And also, if you want to work with me and we can help figure out your situation, also feel free to contact me, or you can join my free Facebook group. So thank you so much for your time. Namaste. I also do have healing and coaching sessions. You'll find that below. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. Bye.